Do you know that there are substantial changes in the CFA Level 3 curriculum and exam structure in the year 2024 and 2025? So if you are a CFA Level 3 candidate or you are somebody who is starting off CFA, you must know about these changes. Watch the video till the end as we uncover everything that you need to know about CFA Level 3. Eligibility, syllabus, exams, all the new additions in the entire course structure, and most importantly we'll end with the cost of doing CFA Level 3. So first let's talk about eligibility. Now CFA Level 3 exams can only be taken after you've completed graduation. Okay, that's very clear. Number 2, when do the exams happen? So exams happen in 2 windows in the year. One is in Feb and the other is in August. Number 3, let's look at the CFA Level 3 syllabus. Now as you can see on your screens, the syllabus includes ethics and professional standards. Now there is no quantitative aptitude in Level 3, which was there in Level 1 and 2. Then you have economics. Now you do not have financial statement analysis and corporate issues because the content is completely done in Level 1 and Level 2. Then you have fixed income securities, equity investments, derivatives, alternative investments, and a very big chunk, almost 35 to 40% covering portfolio management and wealth planning, which is huge. Now over and above this, now this is a change that you need to take note of because this is what is introduced in the 2025 exams. They want you to choose one of these 3 specialized pathways. So it's either portfolio management, private markets, or private wealth, right? Now you need to choose any one of these 3 specialized pathways at the time of registration of your exams. And these pathways cannot be changed once your registration is completed, okay? So in short, 65 to 70% of your exam will be relating to the common core, which has already been existent, and you can say about 30-35% of the exam will relate to the selected pathway, one of the 3 that you select to super specialize. That's the new change that you need to sort of take note of. Now let's look at the structure of the exams. Now as you all must be used to in Level 1 and Level 2, Level 3 also has 2 sessions of 2 hours and 12 minutes each. In short, the exam is for 4 hours and 24 minutes with an optional break of 30 minutes in the between both the sessions. Now what will your paper look like? Now unlike Level 1 where there were multiple choice questions independent of each other, and Level 2 where there were Wignet supported multiple choice questions, which is case study supported multiple choice questions, Level 3 will have a mix of Wignet supported questions, which is case study supported multiple choice questions, and constructed responses. Constructed responses basically where you will be given a dialog box and you need to express your answer, right? So you're going to see a combination of both. Now if I actually delve into specifics, so each session will have 6 item sets, which is Wignet supported multiple choice questions, and 5 essays, or 5 item sets and 6 essays. In other words, between both the 2 sessions, you're going to cover 11 item sets, which is 11 Wignet supported multiple choice question sets and 11 essays. Alright, so that's the breakup of both the sessions, and each item set is 12 points. Alright, so that's the way the exam is spread, and few topics are tested in session 1, few in session 2, or maybe all are tested in 1 and 2. That's obviously completely to the examiner's discretion. Now let's talk about the pass rates of CFA Level 3. Now you'd be delighted to know that the CFA Institute says that the 10-year average pass rate of Level 3 exams is around 52%, and this is the highest compared to Level 1 and 2, which means yes, if you've reached Level 3, the probability that you're going to pass is fairly high compared to Level 1 and Level 2. Alright, next let's talk about practical skills module. Now as you know, the CFA Institute has introduced these compulsory practical skills module, which are like self-paced online modules, which consists of a combination of content, case studies, caselets. So basically these are modules, as you know, you need to do because you need to have these practical skills when you get to work, right? Now from 2025, as regards CFA Level 3 is concerned, you need to do one of these 4 modules, as you can see on your screens. So you have analyst skills, you have financial modeling, you have portfolio development and construction, you have Python data science and AI, and Python programming fundamentals. Now out of these 5, you need to pick up any one, okay, and cover it on your own. Now this is obviously not assessed, but it's an online module that you need to do by yourselves. But what is very important is you need to do it from the time of exam registration until your results. You need to finish it within this duration. अगर आप ये module नहीं करते हो तो आपका result declare नहीं होता है. So you need to do it anytime from the time you book your exam till you've got your results. And lastly, coming to the exam cost. Now there has been a bit of a revision in the CFA Level 3 exam cost in 2025, and as you can see on your screens, if you're booking in early registration, then the cost is $1090, and if you're booking in the standard registration deadline, then it is $1390. I hope that this helps. If you have any more questions, please write to us and we are very happy to help. If you are a CFA aspirant and you want to know more about CFA, you want to know about level 1 and 2, you want to know about jobs, you would like to know about the salaries that CFA candidates earn in India, and a lot many more questions, we have a host of videos on our channel. So guys, do go and check this out, and I hope that you will get all the relevant information.